Hello everyone, welcome to the Hypergamous Journey, and my name is Denise. At the Hypergamous Journey, we talk about dating for women 55 and older, women who would like to partner and marry with a man who is of a higher social and economic level. I give you my almost real-time dating scenarios. I have registered with a matchmaking service. It's Just Lunch, and they provide me with dates, professional men. I've gone on 4 dates so far, and none of them have led to a second date. That can be discouraging, but I'm not discouraged. It just takes time. I'm a mature woman. I'm 61, and there are just not a lot of single and available men in my age group. And the men in my age group have a very wide dating pool of, they can date women in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. So we're talking about a 40-year age span that these men have available to them. And the youngest I'm willing to go is maybe 55, 57. But what I found with that age group is that they still have a lot of swag and bravado and arrogance about them. So even though they're 55, they have a lot of arrogance and bravado like a 35-year-old has. And some of them, it's deserved, and then others it's just not. So today I would like to talk about a man that I met Chicago stepping a couple of months ago, and he reached back out to me. I told him we weren't compatible, and he said, well, he would like to keep in contact with me, and he has. But about a week ago or 2 weeks ago, he called me a couple of times, and each time we talked, he was nitpicking me. And what I mean by that is I had stated my requirements, so to speak. I basically told him that we weren't compatible, and he wanted to know the reasons why. And I told him 2 or 3 reasons that were legitimate reasons that I had told him before when I said we weren't compatible. And then he wanted to know something else. And I said to him that I didn't feel comfortable going any further with the discussion because everybody has faults. No one is perfect. And if I'm listing 10 or 15, exaggeration, of his faults, then he's going to have 10 or 15 of my faults. And frankly, I don't give a damn. So about what he thinks about my faults, and he shouldn't care what I feel about his faults. I put it all under the umbrella of incompatibility. We're not compatible. So he said, okay. And he said, but I still want to keep in contact with you. So I said, fine. So then he called a couple of times, and what I noticed for myself is that each and every time that I spoke with him, he would bring up, let's say, one of my requirements. And I didn't say to him, this is my requirement. But if you're dating a woman and spending time with her, it costs money. But what he said to me was, every time we get together, I have to spend money. And I said, that's what dating is. If you can't date, if you don't have the budget, then you shouldn't date. So then he gave me his reasoning why, or what things we could do instead of him spending money. Like, come over to his apartment. I own a home. Come over to his apartment and watch Netflix. Quote unquote, Netflix and chill. I just listened. I could fix you dinner. Did you fix that dish that I fixed for you the last time? I said, no, I did not. I don't like anybody's beef that isn't well cooked. Like, you know, it's kind of like whitish looking. It's not cooked. It doesn't have like a crust of brownness or broiled or something. I don't like beef like that. And I don't eat that much of it, but I don't like, if it's going to be like in spaghetti sauce, I want it really, really cooked. So he made a dish and it was okay, but it wasn't like something I would want to go home and cook myself. So every time we would talk, he would bring up something that I said, like, he said, why do we have to spend money every time we get together? And then he gave me reasons why that shouldn't work and it shouldn't be that way. And then after the third call, I just told him, I said, I would like it if you would stop calling me because, and he's like, why? And I said, because I don't feel good when I'm finished talking with you. And he said, oh, there was nothing else to say. And then I blocked him to be sure that he didn't get the feeling that he wanted to talk with me again about things that I've already discussed with him, about why we're incompatible. I just blocked him. But it made me feel better to tell him ahead of time that I no longer wanted him to call me and then block him. I haven't done that. I don't do that all the time. Some men just don't deserve an explanation. I would just block them and I'm done with it. But with this particular gentleman, I wanted to offer him some closure. Please don't call me anymore because I don't like the way I feel when I finish talking with you. And he seemed to be okay with that. But if he wasn't, that was okay too. I did what was best for me. I told him ahead of time that I didn't want him to call me anymore, and then I blocked him. So if that strategy works for you, use it. If not, just block. Thank you for watching. Bye. Oops. It's on the other side. Bye.